I smell a fire. It's a good smell. Hey, it's the Wake and Bake. And I'm walking up to this fucking lazy guy's house. Make him cook me some bacon. I rang the doorbell. And I'm 30 minutes late, so... What this guy doesn't know is that we're already live.
Bacon.
Raw bacon.
And,
It's frozen.
bro, it's bacon. You can thaw it. What's the smell I smell? I smell burger.
Yeah, I had to cook some burgers today. For lunch.
So I have your external drive with some corrected titles.
Did you add anything to it or take anything?
I didn't get to add what I wanted to, but I brought the drive so that we can hook it up to your computer and drop it in because my cords, I just couldn't do two at once.
Okay.
So what I did is I pulled everything off of your drive and then pulled
everything off there?
Well, all my shit.
All
my
your
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I had to put it on to the laptop, and then I had to take it off the laptop, put it on. It was...
You had to move it around a couple times?
Yeah, it was a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah.
What's up, cat? But,
yeah, we had a cat incident yesterday.
A cat incident?
Yeah.
What happened?
The other one's dead.
Which one?
The other one that was in the house.
Not Jack.
No, well, Jack's been gone for a while.
Oh, really? Jack's just MIA?
Yeah. I think he just went off to die.
So what was the incident?
Willie killed him.
What?
Yeah, it's the second cat he's killed that we've had.
But this one's cool. This is Whitley's homie.
Yeah, I mean, for now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Interesting.
But she puts him outside every day. He goes on a leash because he doesn't know how to be outside.
Yeah.
The other one, he came from outside. So he just goes and roams and then comes back eventually. He went to the backyard and Willie got a hold of him.
Yeah, this is not your area.
Exactly.
Wow, but he's like, dude, but I live right in that house.
And even when they're in the house, they're cool together.
Yeah.
But when they're like...
Maybe he even fucking went after him before he even realized.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like, he's like, you're not supposed to be here. You know, like, I'm going to rip you up. And he's like, fuck.
Yeah.
You taste like a homie.
That's kind of like what we're hoping.
Yeah.
He didn't even realize.
No, I wouldn't hold it. I mean, dude, again, territories.
Well,
we're talking,
well,
you know.
It's park dog.
Yeah.
You know?
Park dog.
He's still wild animal, sort of.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that out of him.
Yeah.
And we realized that after the first one, but I told her not to get another cat.
Dude, here's the thing. Once I fucked up by allowing 3 cats, 2 kittens and a mom. I fucked up by letting them into my house because now I still have residual cats everywhere. Yeah. And I'm to the point where I have 4 cats that are females and unfixed. And we've had them contained in the house for so long and they make everything smell like piss.
Yeah.
Like, have you heard about the movie that just came out, Parasite?
Yeah.
Have you heard about it, or do you know anything about it? Well, I haven't seen it, but I'm a spoiler kind of guy. Yeah. I look up everything I can. Yeah.
I'm probably not going to see it right
away. So
it's
anyway. Like, the guy that made the movie actually has done other movies similar to this. Mm-hmm. It's like a class thing. It's very...
I know about that. Some certain class in Korea.
It's very visual as to... Yeah, this family... This family basically like fakes their shit to act like they're not related, but they've all worked together as servants to somebody else. Mm-hmm. And they end up getting into this fucking dope family house to work as, different parts of the servant machine.
And it's a whole family.
But it's a whole family. And so they all go home at night and they're like, ha, 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 like, we got our dream job, or whatever. Yeah. So, and they're all together, working in a mansion. I mean, it's not a mansion. It's a CGI, fucking 2-story house. But, like, I'm just saying, like, so basically like nobody, I haven't had anybody like reveal this plot twist, but there's like a past servant that's hiding in like a secret chamber underneath the house.
Oh, really?
And like he fucking pops out and fucking murders the family. You know what I mean?
The servants or the...
Yeah,
oh,
no,
really?
the Haida servant guy.
Oh, really?
And so then, like, the
Yeah,
other...
but who does he kill, is what I...
The master of the
okay.
house. You know, I mean, I say master, but...
Whoever owns it.
What the fuck are you gonna call him?
Yeah.
You know, your boss. He kills the boss. Like, during a birthday, he, like, kills, like...
Oh, no shit.
He kills, like, 3 people, it looks like. You know what I mean? And everybody's at, like, it's like a 16th birthday or something. And they're like, what the fuck? You know? I don't know. I'm not going to watch the fucking movie. If it comes out free on YouTube, I might look at it.
Right.
But I'm not going to go to the theater. These aren't the kind of movies that I invest my fucking money, even if it's matinee cash.
Yeah.
I'm not going to invest my fucking money into something that did not bring any CGI effects that would wow me on a big screen.
Right.
I don't need to see a drama on a big screen.
There's no reason to go.
A murder
You're
on
gonna
a
go
big
see-
screen. If it's Saw, I'll watch it because there's all kinds of details and how this
Yeah.
motherfucker is going to get eaten up by the fucking machine. But I don't need to see Dangerous Liaisons on the big screen. I don't need to see fucking even Amadeus. You know, and I love that movie. But like, there's things that aren't big screen worthy.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the industry's fucking up on. But again, they base their whole fucking life on these box office fucking sales.
It's fucking fading on them.
Which is weird. You know, you'd think like they'd just like, hey, how many subscribers did we get? Cool, we're getting residual money from them at Redbox or Netflix or, you know, whatever. Do we need to put in theaters? Theaters should be like a special event thing. Yeah. It doesn't need to be like, dude, no wonder people are bored of their shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I don't know. But Parasite is basically like a classist movie.
Yeah.
And I wish I could think of the other movies that he did, but
I remember hearing other movies that he did too, and I don't think I saw them either.
But like with the fucking movie, one of the things, that's what I was getting at, was there's a part where a kid says that they all smell the same. And it's because they actually fucking, at one part, their house gets flooded with sewage. Like the whole, everything backs up, and since they're in the lower level, they're...
This up?
Yeah. They're in the basement or whatever, they get that smell all over them. But also, like, dude, I probably have a smell that I don't even smell on myself. Like, I used to go to the Craig's house, and the whole house smelled like mothballs. And I didn't know what mothballs were, because my parents don't use that shit.
Yeah.
So I don't have a fucking house that smells like mothballs and piss.
I remember going
I have a house that smells like a dentist office.
I remember going somewhere, and I was to my parents, I was like, this place smells like Grandma and Grandpa's house. My Grandma and Grandpa Hackett's.
Which is mothballs.
Which is mothballs. And they're like, oh yeah, that's mothballs.
But dude, like your house today.
What's that for?
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know what mothballs was.
I actually got mothballs, but they ended up smelling like urinal cakes, and I had them, and I was
That's
like,
not so bad.
it sucks if you put them in your house. You know, like it's cool in the bathroom, but we had like some moths floating around in the house, and so I was like, I'll just put these mothballs in a bowl, and I'll shove them in the vent of the air conditioner and run the air conditioner all day, and that'll fuck these moths up. You know, whatever makes them leave.
Yeah.
You know, the smell or the chemical or whatever it is.
Right, yeah.
And I leave for the day. I leave it just on a good fan, going. I come back, dude. It smells like a clean bathroom, but it smells like a men's bathroom. And it was just like, oh my god, it's the fucking worst. But yeah. So I've always assumed we must have a smell.
I think we do.
You know, between. Like, who knows? I guess my smell probably was like stinky feet and all detergent, because I didn't have a lot of stinky things going on at my house.
Right.
You know what I mean? Other than like cooking, like there'd be like some exotic cooking going on, and it would like funk up the house for like a week. Fish, maybe occasionally.
But even beneath all that.
But like the underlying
Humans
odor.
have a smell.
Yeah. Well,
like dogs have a smell.
Somebody was saying a comedian said that I guess white people, I guess to black people, we smell like wet dogs. Like when we sweat or something, or when we just get wet, we smell like animals to them.
Huh.
Dude, it's a comedian, so you know it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I've always assumed that since these cats have been in my life that I smell like cat.
I've never noticed that you guys smell like cat.
Well, I bleach shit now. Like once it occurred to me, once I started like coming home and going, God, it always smells like a fucking litter box in the garage. I hate it.
Yeah.
Like, and that's where my dirty laundry hangs out too sometimes.
Well, it's your dirty laundry.
Yeah, but still,
I mean, I have
gets in the
smelled
fabrics.
There, but I don't smell it on you guys.
I'll say this. There's a guy that I knew, a musician, and I'm not going to say his name because I love him, but you can tell that he hand washes his clothes and hang dries them, but not in a hot or arid place.
Oh, it's
like he hang dries them in his bathroom.
Yeah.
Or at the YMCA where he washes them in the sink. Or, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know his life.
You don't know his situation.
I've never been to his house, but I imagine it very moldy.
Yeah.
Because he's always got a sour,
I think everybody
moldy
probably
smell.
knows somebody that has that moldy.
Well, I will say, I grew up with a kid named Andrew, and he always smelled like pee to me.
Oh, really?
And then come to find out, he pissed his bed. Like he was like a problem pisser.
Yeah.
Because his parents were like abusive or.
Oh, okay.
Not like sexually or anything, but like they were just
family.
weird. They were like they were an ancient mentality, living in a modern '80s neighborhood of America. And so I think the stress just got to him. I think he's a very successful man now, if he's still alive. From what I understood, he got pretty successful for a minute.
But sometimes that's what drives people to do shit. Like
You like your life
still
sucks.
Weird.
Yeah,
They still got fucking hang-ups. They're probably single.
Or he's into people pissing on him. You know what I mean? Like now he's like rich, but he's like, I really need to smell the urine.
Yeah.
At least once a week. Hire a prostitute. I hope that isn't Andrew though. Oh, dude. So, I have a new emporium.
What's your new emporium?
It's Buck Stallion's new and used tires and auto repair.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have like a legit commercial for it, but it's not a Buck Stallion commercial that I.
Hey, you looking for new or used tires and quality warranted auto care? Elite Tire and Auto in Modesto is your place. We're a full-service repair shop with a vast selection of performance parts and accessories. Right now, you can get 4 brand new tires for only $199 plus tax and installation. Give us a call today, 312-9404. That's Elite Tire and Auto, 1001 Reno Avenue, Modesto. The number again is 312-9404. I pity the fool that don't go to Elite Tire and Auto.
Radio voice.
No, that is the radio. Yeah, that's like a legit radio commercial.
Yeah.
It also comes in Spanish.
Hey, ¿en busca de llantas nuevas o usadas con calidad y garantía del cuidado de tu auto? Pues no busques más. Elite Tires en Auro en Modesto es el lugar que te ofrece el servicio completo de tu auto. Buen precio, calidad y garantía en todas las partes y accesorios. Y ahora, Elite Tires en Auro te ofrece su especial set de 4 llantas nuevas por solo $199, más impuestos e instalación. Llámales o visíteles. 1001 Reno Avenue en Modesto. Teléfono 209-312-9404. 209-312-9404.
So, how come the American commercial gets the A-Team? I didn't recognize that song. It sounded like the Star Spangled Banner playing in the back of the Mexican version.
They love America.
They don't. Cause it's Mikey Star, he's a big strong man, he's a lumberjack, hauling wood inside. Look at the Mike Star dancing the Wu-Tang.
Dancing.
Brought to you by Mike Star Lumberjack Wear.
Cross 4th Street. Wait to cross 4th Street. Wait to cross 4th Street.
That I have a recording of Wait to Cross 4th Street from a robot. 45 seconds of that. That we could, we could just sit and listen to that. But there's another one like do not cross, but it's like very rhythmic. It was in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Have you been to Vegas ever?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part in Vegas?
What's my favorite part about Vegas?
No, in Vegas.
In Vegas?
Yeah, what was your favorite part in Vegas? What? You've never been to Vegas, have you?
Yeah, like 4 or 5 times. I didn't. I'm a late bloomer. I didn't go until I was
30?
No,
How
later
old-
than that.
How old are you now? You're 50
I didn't
now?
go until me and her got together.
How old are you now? 50?
46.
Oh my god, Dad. It's unreal. Big Nose just turned 44.
I probably went when I was 40, in my early 40s. Yeah.
Your first time.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, you are a late, but now you're like
Okay.
addicted to the
I
fucking
wouldn't
ride.
say addicted. I could do without it, but I do like going. It's a cheap vacation to go on.
I didn't feel like it was cheap at all.
Well,
I didn't do anything. All I did was stay in a room. It cost me $400. I just shit the bed and laid in a bed and fucking passed a kidney stone. It cost me $400 just to be in Vegas doing that.
yay.
And it wasn't even a hospital bed. It was just a hotel bed that I had to like.
Claustrophobic.
Dude, you ever shit yourself in your sleep and you're
No, I never have.
and you're like, well, okay, well, it doesn't even smell like shit when you're sick. It just smells like froth or something. You know what I mean? It's like diarrhea fart.
Is it one of those things where it doesn't smell like shit till you wake up?
No, it never
You smell
smelled like
something in
shit.
your dreams?
No. Like I just felt wet, and I was like, I was wet when I got in from the shower. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't dry off completely because I like to stay a little bit wet when I'm sick for some reason. It just feels good to like. It helps me cool down.
Okay.
So I have like that, little
Yeah.
droplets on me.
Yeah.
And so I'll just like in a towel, not even drying my hair, just go like lay in the bed.
Just go wrap up in a towel and go to
And
bed.
like and then like I put on some sweats because the kids were sharing a room with us.
Okay.
And so I didn't want, my big floppy balls pop out my butt cheeks, you know what I mean?
Between.
Like they do when I'm laying sideways. But so I was just sleeping with just my sweats, no underwear, just sweats. And I woke up and it was like really wet, and like I looked and it was like a green
Like baby shit?
no, it was just green fluid. And then I like put my hand down my back of my pants and I like smelled my fingers, and it didn't even smell like anything, but I had like little pieces of like green shreds, like lettuce or something. And so I was like, okay. So I went into the bathroom and like took a shower and whatever, and I was like,
Again.
yeah. And then, because I just felt icky. But then whenever I took off my sweats, dude, it was like I shit like a baby. Like I farted and it just shot up my back.
How's that work? I mean, I understand if you're a baby.
Well, I guess I was like laying there, and
You're laying on your side.
dude, it only had one way to go. I mean, it could have gone down my legs, but gravity, so it's like going to take the path of least resistance, which is my waistline.
Yeah.
But so I left this fucking green mark in the bed, like the color of your shirt, like
Oh, shit, like
yeah, like that green, bro. Because I think it was like the flu stuff I took, like some NyQuil or whatever.
It was green like that because you were sick.
Yeah, so I put like I made like a taco shell out of a towel around the bottom fitted sheet because I was like, dude, we're only here for one more day. Because this is like the end of my sickness, and I'm like, I can deal with it, and it's just green color. It's not like there's pieces of shit or anything. I filtered it all through my shorts, or my sweat.
You cut all the chunks.
Yeah, I like coffee filtered it through my sweats. But then yeah, I fucking I was just like, oh okay, well I can't wear those sweats anymore.
Yeah.
And I made like I said, the taco shell cover over this wet spot, and then. When you leave a hotel, it's always good to strip the bed. It's just good policy to just pull everything off and because then they have to wash it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, at least the next person gets a sanitized bed.
Unless they throw them back on there.
Bro. So we were filming.
We have found hairs in our beds before in Vegas.
Dude, I haven't
places.
had anything worse than like crusty boogers or blood or something.
Oh, yeah.
But we're just talking like little boogers. Like they obviously didn't clean the sheets.
Yeah.
They just I'll just make the bed again, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I stay at this place in Long Beach when I go down there to shoot.
Were you down there just now?
Yeah, just now. And then now I'm here. Time traveler. Now I'm back again. But now I'm back in your kitchen. I was just in Long Beach right now. But I stay at this place called the Colonial.
Okay.
It's the Colonial Motel. It's on Anaheim. And it's pretty much my go-to place because I know it's going to be under $100, which is hard to do in Southern California at all. But I also have the option to sleep in my vehicle.
Yeah.
But, sometimes I could do that 2 nights, but I'm going to need a shower at least the second night. Or else I'm going to just feel gross, or I'm going to start getting angry or something. You know what I mean? Like I have these triggers. And I'm like, I need to wash my ass.
Yeah, because if I don't feel clean, then I'm not going to sleep good.
Oh, well, dude,
It's not that I don't feel
as
clean.
soon as I can
If I
smell
start
my
feeling-
feet
if
or
I
my
start-
balls,
if I
I'm
start smelling
over.
myself, I'm like,
I can smell my armpits. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I'm just like, yeah, I got onion on the right and fucking
Some garlic
stink
on the
bug
left.
on the left. It smells like stink bug. You remember stink bugs? I haven't seen one in about a
I'll get
decade.
them out there.
Do you? Catch me one. I want to smash it and smell it.
You don't have to smack them, just hold it all.
You just hold them and then they're all they fucking stink bug at you. But yeah, but dude, so I got the hotel room, and every time I go, dude, they give us the same fucking room.
Oh, really?
Every time, dude. And I'm talking, I don't go there every month or even
there-
every 3 months.
Yeah. I was
You know what I
gonna say
mean?
a few
And I
times.
get there and they're like, oh, room 127. They're
Oh, it's the one you don't.
they're Indian guys, by the way.
Yeah.
But like, it's like a whole family just in rotation. And like this time I got the grandpa, and
Just running the desk.
he was hella flirting with Liberty. It was hella funny. And she said something about because he was getting all of her information from her license or whatever.
Yeah.
And he didn't get her birth date or her expiration date. He didn't write it down.
Okay.
And then she says, oh yeah, it's 2022. And he's like, oh, you are young. And yes, by the way, they all sound like they're from Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
Like, if they're authentic,
Or Apu.
yeah. But, and I do like my Indians authentic. I'm not, my Indians, and I'm not talking about the Native Americans, okay? Because obviously we don't have enough of those to even know what they are anymore. We have we have Johnny Depp in makeup,
We call them Eskimos.
red, Johnny Depp in red face. Let me see. Oh, so, dude, here, hold on. I'm gonna put a little a break here. We're gonna do a little break. When we come back, I want to talk to you about this Bernie motherfucker. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake podcast with Buck Stallion.
Walk right by me again. I'm a coward. Yeah. And I look right into your eyes. Oh, yeah. And I watch you walk right by. Why can't I just say hi? Yeah. I'm afraid, yeah. I'm not your type. No. So as I walk down the street in the cold, love come walking down the road. Should I stop her and try to say hi? Or should I let her walk right by? Another one that I let slip. If only I could kiss her lips and skip all the usual procedures, the touch, the date, the feelings. I wish I could give her a spanking, but that's just wishful thinking. I'm playing, but not really. Why am I not quitting? Maybe I'll get a chance to show her that I'm with you, but I won't. suck at this stuff. I can show up, I'm funny if I ask her out to lunch, but I won't. I just let her pass and remain alone. Damn, I should have asked. Right into your eyes, and I watch you walk right by. Why can't I just say hi? I'm afraid, yeah. I'm not your type. No. It's for the ladies in Brooklyn. She's artsy fartsy, she acts just like me. She loves Jackson Pollock, got a fetish for Nike. She lives in Williamsburg, but she ain't from NY. Loves white girl, white wine, and my ties. Loves the nightlife, she shops at A-Life. Wants to graffiti, thinks she broke the good life. Her eyes tell the story of a girl in a fast life. She rolls with the punches, quick to say that that's life. To get with this girl, man, it ain't that easy. You gotta show her that she's something more than most be. Not the type of girl that try to fall for money, but she's the type of girl that wanna love somebody. Me, baby, nah, I'm a hoodlum, but it's not hard to find a girl like this in Brooklyn. There she goes, I'll just let her pass and remain alone. Damn, I should have right into your eyes, and I watch you walk right by. Why can't I just say hi? I'm afraid, yeah. I'm not your type. No. And I look right into your eyes, and I watch you walk right by. Why can't I just say hi? I'm afraid, yeah. I'm not your type. No.
In the Star Wars bar.
No, the Star Wars bar, you have to have a ticket to Disneyland to get into.
Oh, that's true.
Also, you have to have reservations.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, and just because you have a ticket to Disneyland doesn't mean you're getting a reservation. That goes for the lightsaber,
Yeah, I think you told me about that.
the droid building. But dude, if you go to Disneyland now,
I'll have some dessert for you when we're done with breakfast.
oh yeah, so we're eating some Butcher Box bacon. It's his first time trying it.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
But the other stuff that I thought you had had before, I thought it was like regular. Is all their bacon like this? All the unsalted, uncured?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Then maybe I haven't had it. I thought that I had had it before from you. But this is good though. You're
Yeah.
right, though. It's like
It's like thinly sliced pork chop.
It's like eating fucking pork chops. Yeah.
Almost like a pastrami,
Or
but not as
a pork,
salty
pork
and
jerky.
briny.
Pork jerky.
Yeah. But it's good. But the Scum and Villainy Cantina is on Hollywood Boulevard, and they open at like 6. Like last night they were doing, yeah, they did a game night, and they just have like a pile of board games that you can take over to your table and hang out and drink and whatever. But Liberty and I went there. We were there for 2 hours. You can only do 45 minutes in the cantina in Star Wars. That's the other thing.
Oh yeah, I think you told me that
you only have 45, and it's a 2-drink maximum. Now, in 2 hours, I still only had 2 drinks. I still only had 2 drinks.
Were they any good?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
dude. So one of the ones that Liberty had, at the cantina in Star Wars Land. Oh, that's what I was gonna say, dude. If you get tickets to Disneyland, get like a 4-day pass because you're gonna want 2 days in Star Wars.
Right.
Yeah. Well, because you're not gonna be able to do everything the first day.
I don't really realize Star Wars Land was that big.
It's not that it's that big. It's that it's that busy.
No.
Like it's very. I mean, it's cool. It's kind of reminiscent to me. It reminds me of like Disney World, like how there's just a different. There's like how they have all the countries spread out around this lake, and you just walk the whole walk, and you go like from India to China to fucking Russia, you know, etc., whatever, Bolivia,
etc.
And but in this way, it's like, so it's actually behind Frontierland, like up in that corner.
Right. Did they get rid of Thunder Mountain?
No.
Oh, okay.
No way.
I was having that.
They didn't get rid of anything.
The other night.
They didn't get rid of anything.
I thought they did.
No.
I thought they took out part of Disneyland to...
No, dude. They got so much Disneyland land. They might have taken out parking lots.
Or they took out... I know that corner was like where like the maintenance and shit and where they...
Well, and now they've got parking lots that are 5 blocks away from them. You know what I mean? They're buying other land, demolishing it, turning it into...
own all that around there.
Uh-huh.
Fucking Disney.
Yeah, dude, like, we had to walk to a parking lot from our hotel to catch... It's one of their parking lots, and then catch a shuttle to get to the park. But... Yeah, we did the 2-day pass, and we spent 1.5 days in Star Wars Land. Just, dude, you just want to be there.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been wanting to be there for 40 fucking years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like the younger generation doesn't really get that.
Well, they don't have that
history. They don't have the history.
Or that attention span.
There's that too. But I'm just saying, like, even as a Star Wars fan for like a 12-year-old or a 15-year-old, like they're like Trekkie nerds in modern day eyes but like for us it's like legacy shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like we got old with Luke Skywalker. Yeah. And then like we were curious about I remember talking to you about the idea of doing a prequel. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that we were just like, what?
Like what happened?
What? They're going to show us Darth Vader when he was, you know what I mean? Like what? Like we couldn't conceive it. Yeah. And then whenever it came out, like all the hardcores were like, I hate it. Like, but dude, I thought it was better than Jurassic Park. And Jurassic Park got a lot of fanfare. Yeah. But I felt like Jar Jar Binks even was a fucking character. Like how can I've always like been actually not misunderstood, but I've always been like curious why people would put energy into things that they don't like if they can't change it. And you cannot. What are they going to do? Go make the movie again for you because you didn't.
He's going to be like, okay, we got to go make.
Oh man, everybody hated Jar Jar. Let's not bring him back.
They didn't put him in any more movies.
Well, he's dead.
Did he die in one of the movies?
Oh yeah, dude. He was on that fucking planet that got blown up.
That's right. Yeah. Well, that's why they blew up the planet.
But I'm just saying, like, dude, there's got to be closure for everybody. Yeah. Even Princess Leia dies eventually. The very end.
Did she die?
Yeah. Yeah, she finally dissolves.
Yeah, that's right, huh?
But that's so. Yeah. So. Anyways, I just like if you are in your 40s, get the fucking 3-day pass and go to Disneyland to see Star Wars Land. Galaxy's Edge, they call it.
Just do it. Is that what you're saying?
Well, you'll see when you get there. Because the first day you have to go and assess. And you just try to get on
okay.
You go
and like make your
and you try and do what you can. Like you try to get because you have to do the now you have to do a phone app.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was more like an option.
No, dude. It's standard. I mean, if you want to do anything.
Oh yeah.
The only thing you can do without the app is the Millennium Falcon.
Oh really?
Everything else, you need the app. And you need the app anyway for regular Disneyland, for the Fast Pass.
Oh, I did hear that,
I mean, you can go do the physical ticket thing, but
you're gonna be in line for days. Probably.
Dude, I was in line for one. You can have up to 3 fast passes at a time.
Oh, really?
And I was in line for one fast pass. Getting another like I was on Pirates of the Caribbean, getting a fast pass, to fucking where do we go? Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Oh yeah.
No, it wasn't Mr. Toad's. It was something else over there. But and actually with Star Wars Land, and I'm gonna call it that. I'm never gonna call it Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember hearing
it's
that.
It's called Batuu. It's actually Batuu, is the name of the place.
Because it's supposed to be like the town or the planet or whatever.
Yeah, it's the planet, but like the cantina is like similar to Mos Eisley, but it's not Mos Eisley. It's but you know who the DJ is? It's the robot that fucked up Star Tours. That whenever first
really?
Yeah, the robot that was voiced by Pee Wee Herman.
Huh.
Didn't you ever?
I do remember that, yeah.
No, dude, and if you look it up on YouTube, you'll trip out. You'll be like, dude, like I actually at the time thought that Disney was ripping off Pee Wee Herman by making him sound like that, but it was because he had actually done the voice.
I remember hearing that, but it wasn't until, after the fact.
Yeah, I just found out recently, before I went. Or maybe even while I was there.
Yeah. I probably heard it from you.
But, so, dude, Harvey Weinstein is fucked. He's looking at a possibility of life in prison.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean...
And that's at the most serious, dude.
So
having that on the table at all is fucked for you.
Accumulation of charges?
Dude, it's only like 3 chicks, and they have no evidence. It's all...
Is it life because he's just so fucking old?
No. It's like, it would be 100 years. It would be 100 years if because it's like rape and fucking, and shit. Yeah. What is that? Oh, that's the tea. But dude, in Hollywood, I actually was looking up what some of the fake accusations of Hollywood are.
Yeah.
And one of the oldest ones that I found was
commonly used accusations.
Well, for instance, Robert Stack. Was it Robert Stack? And
as a person. Yeah,
no. Who's the guy?
The one that killed Natalie Wood? Robert
Robert Wagner, and allegedly Christopher Walken.
Yeah, he was part of it.
Might have had a thing.
He was on the boat or something like that.
Yeah, he's affiliated with that.
Yeah.
But dude, do you know Cat Stevens got accused of being a terrorist?
Yes, I had heard that.
You did it? See, I didn't know that until I started looking up shit. But his real name is Yusuf Islam.
Yeah.
And he donates to Islam.
Yeah.
So, don't feel sorry for you, Cat. Willis, from What You Talking About, Willis? I can't think of his first name, but it's like Bridges.
Todd Bridges.
Todd Bridges.
Yeah.
Allegedly, he got busted for coke.
Right.
But before he got busted for coke, he had gotten in trouble for shooting somebody. And he had shot at this dude 8 times. And he ended up killing this dude.
So he didn't shoot at him, he shot him.
But he doesn't remember it.
Oh.
And so, but they ended up, they dropped the charges on the murder, but then he was still, gonna be found, or he had to be tried for something else, gun
violence?
Yeah, something.
One of those enhanced charges?
Yeah, I think it was a civil case or something. You know how they can come after you, how OJ lost that second one? But he ended up being found innocent on that shit too. But dude, we all know that just because you're found innocent doesn't mean that you're innocent. That's what's always cracked me up is that there's charges. Granted, if I had charges like that, I wouldn't want them thrown in my face if I was found innocent.
Yeah.
But at the same time, knowing the kinds of people that I know, just because it says you're innocent doesn't mean that you're not guilty of doing what they said you did. It just means that you convinced fucking 12 people, you know, that you aren't a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You're like the smoothest talking piece of shit.
You're OJ.
Like, yeah. Well, like, think about this. Like, so, you know, P. Diddy got in trouble for shooting up a club, allegedly, right?
Yeah.
And he got off. But also, like, his driver accused him of offering him $50,000 to take the rap for the gun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, allegedly.
I mean, I knew about that, but I didn't hear about the offer.
Yeah, no, right? But then also, like, after that finally fucking it goes over, some chick comes out, and you know, because maybe she saw him in the news or something, I don't know. But this other chick comes out and is like, Puffy stole zillions of casino chips. He has like zillions was the actual quote. And he hasn't been paying child support, and he masterminded like Tupac's murder.
They're gonna say something about masturbate.
Yeah, and he masturbated with zillions of casino chips. But that was all. Like, that lady ended up just being a fucking quack job. Amy Winehouse, when she was alive, clearly, was accused of punching a burlesque dancer. But like, as it transpired, it actually turned out like the burlesque dancer didn't want to be chill and like was hanging all over her, and she ended up getting pushed and then like embellished. Yeah, she got what she deserved and she like embellished. But here's an interesting one, and I was at Hollywood Forever yesterday. That was one of the things I went and visited because I like that shit. And so there's something to me really intriguing about Nicolas Cage's pyramid that he has at the cemetery. He has a tomb that obviously he's not in, but it's paid for. You know, and that's one of the things.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it has a big hole, so there's like sunlight that can come in. Yeah. Well, no, it's like you know, so the sun, like, you know, so you can probably like stick a pole into a gem, and you know, find the treasure. You know, yeah. But yeah, it's always fascinated me. Like, I like the Ramones, but like Joey Ramone and or not Joey, the other one. I don't think it was
Joey Didi.
Yeah, maybe it was whoever's buried there. They got a full statue of themselves.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then like 2 doors down from that tomb is Chris Cornell. And last time I was there, I actually saw a dude steal some shit off of Chris Cornell's grave. But they've redone it since then. Now there's no like shit, and they planted flowers so that you can't put shit there. Oh. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, I saw a guy. He was acting like he was like moving stuff around. We were just chilling in our tented vehicle, just staring at him, and he like moved some stuff around. And then I see the fucking sleight of hand he tried to do, and if we weren't sitting like right over him, just staring at him, nobody would have seen. You know what I mean? Easily, and probably nobody cares. You know what I mean? Like, it's all just a mess that the caregivers have to fucking clean up anyways.
They're the only ones that care.
Yeah. And they don't care that you took the shit. They're like, cool, that's one less thing I have to throw away.
Yeah.
You know, or whatever. But, I did see Alfred Hitchcock's fucking headstone.
Is that the one that's kind of like downtown Hollywood? It's like...
Yeah, kind of.
It's like in the middle of the city?
Yeah. And they have movies there.
Marilyn Monroe's there too. Is that the one?
I didn't see Marilyn Monroe.
I'm not saying it's the same one, but
I don't know.
I think she's the one that's like in the middle of the city.
A lot of rich foreigners.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
they go there.
Buried there, like dudes you've never heard of, like fucking dude, like crazy names, like a lot of Jewish guys, a lot of maybe Armenian guys or something. I don't know. But they're fucking rich because they have laser etchings of themselves. The one dude has himself sitting in a chair, fucking full scale, out of marble. Like, dude, it's crazy. That's really what
sitting on top of his own grave.
Sitting on his own grave in a chair. That's what's crazy to me. That's actually why I go to just kind of like, because we don't have tombs like that around here.
No.
Like the ones that we do, There was a lady that's buried next to Hitchcock's tomb, or all he has is a headstone that just says Hitchcock. That's all it is. Very
do like a tour like that.
Very clean. Well, if you want, I can give you a tour. We'll go down there. Because dude, I'm getting better.
I mean, I'm not saying we'll never do it, but what are the chances that we have that we're going to be able to make it down there together?
Well, how about you just go to the Real Acting movie premiere? It's going to be on the weekend, and all you have to do is instead of looking at printed and schematics of fucking Jeep wiring and drawing on them with colored pencils, you could go with me to a movie premiere, a mini-series premiere, because season 2 is about to wrap this next weekend.
You already done your parts?
I did my parts. And that's very good from what I've seen. My bald spot is on fleek. But I was going to tell you about Nicolas Cage though. His pyramid. But dude, Kathleen Turner accused him of kidnapping a random chihuahua he liked on the street. Kathleen Turner, okay? Peggy Sue got married. Kathleen Turner. They were lovers. They were married.
Where did this come from? I mean, why?
I don't know. She just accused him, and to the point where it got around Hollywood that he was a serial dog napper, and so he sued her and won.
Really?
That's how that ended. So she's. I've always suspected, honestly.
I think she went crazy.
She's nuts.
Yeah.
I've always suspected that.
What was the last movie she did? Last movie I remember her being
Romancing the Stone.
No, last movie I remember her being in is War of the Roses with Danny DeVito. That's the last thing I remember her being in.
I've seen her since then, and she was a wreck.
Well, yeah.
I've seen her
but not in a movie.
I don't know.
I've seen her pictures of her roaming the streets.
Maybe in a show, a TV show I saw her.
Sweetener.
Stevia, hardly knew her. So
unless you want vanilla stevia with yours.
Yeah, I want vanilla stevia. Duh. What's this regular herbal supplement? I need vanilla. Bring me sweet drops.
I use half a dropper full of that one.
But yeah,
so half of that.
I think
that's where I start.
Harvey Weinstein did everything that he's accused.
Sure.
I think that also there's probably a thing where if you're one of these fucking victims and you like to keep your job, then you keep things fucking cool and cordial.
Yeah.
And I think that's what that was basically if you listen to I listen to the liberal media talk about things, and sometimes I have to change it, and it's not because I'm a conservative.
Because you're not anything.
Well, no, I did find out I am registered Republican.
Are you really?
Well, because I did it as a joke. I remember when I registered, it was out in front of Save Mart on Age Street.
You were thinking about running for something.
Oh, before, mayor.
Yeah.
But that was whenever I had a wife and I didn't have child support attached to my life.
Okay.
And it ruined me.
Okay.
Child support ruined my political career easily. Easily. Well, because I just knew that if I tried to even do anything,
come back on you.
yeah, they were going to be like, "What a piece of shit," and I'd be like, "Cool." Now I want to kill myself.
Yeah.
Anyway, but no. So, what was I saying?
Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, Harvey Weinstein. Yeah, I think that he did everything, but that's what I'm saying. I think that the things that he did, that became not a big deal in the big picture for these actresses. Unfortunately, they because everybody knew. Dude, did you know Casting Couch is something that I watch? It's a porn.
Yeah.
And it's called The Casting Couch.
Yeah.
And it's just that same black leather couch, and you see the most innocent girls get their butts reamed. You know what I mean?
Leather.
Yeah. Easy to clean. But the Casting Couch, actually, the term came from Harvey Weinstein.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know that till like a couple days ago.
Huh.
And I was just like, holy shit. Like, okay, that's different. That changes the thing. That changes the whole mood. But his whole, that's what I was saying, on the liberal media, like on NPR.
Yeah.
It's almost like they are the centrifuge of cancel culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they don't believe
they're the ones that get it.
Men are evil.
Well, sure.
And it blew my mind. So I've been getting so irritated with it. I actually watched a movie on YouTube called The Red Pill.
I've seen it.
And
I think it's on my list.
It's like 2 hours long or something. It's a decent documentary, and it's this girl that's a man hater, and she's a feminist, and she's a feminazi, and about midway, she's bawling her fucking eyes out because she's found out that feminism is just a sham and a way. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, halfway through the movie, where do you go with the rest of the fucking movie when halfway through you're like, holy shit, I'm wrong.
Shit.
You know, dude, you debunked yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Check that out, though.
Okay.
If you haven't seen it yet, it's worth even just listening to. You can just drive a forklift and listen to it. You don't have to fucking watch any of it. You know? No, I'm just saying, like, hypothetically.
But you can.
But you can do that. Like, it wouldn't enable you.
Yeah.
I mean, disable you in your driving or anything. But, you know, one of the things that started irritating me, and again, it's because I like chaos, that I like Trump. I like that everybody accuses him of shit and he's just snuffing it.
Yeah.
Like that's so fucking...
I didn't do that.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I'm not coming to your stupid fucking thing. You know what I mean? Fuck you. And he comes out, dude, there's these videos of him walking out on the lawn, and as soon as they say something, he goes, fuck you! Like, he doesn't say fuck you, but if he fucking could, if somebody...
You can tell by the look on my face, it's just like...
You fucking asshole. Yeah, it's like, it's almost like when Tyson would get mad at people at interviews. They'd bring up like, hey, about that time you fucking slapped Robin Givens. He'd be like, you're a fucking piece of shit. Like, he says what Trump is thinking. Well, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, it's like the same fucking thing. So like, I would love to hear the liberal fucking media actually just admit to some shit. Like, can they just do something that isn't so left-sided? Yeah. You know what I mean? But they can't because it fucks.
Because then they're betraying themselves.
Well, it fucks and it fucks their narrative. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but it's so fascinating to me, just their verbiage on how they talk about things. Like, you can listen to any fucking I basically watch the top things, and I have Fox, and I have CNN, and I have Russian TV, and I have fucking Alex Jones, and I have Louder with Crowder.
You hit the high points on all of them.
Yeah, I listen to them all, and it's like and so like one headline will be like Trump charges dropped, impeachment fucking done, or impeachment failed, whatever. And obviously it's like people that like Fox that like him, that are saying, impeachment failed. And I'm like, haha, so then you go to the next one. But then it's like, they're like, it's like some fucking guy you've never heard of, but he's all old and like looks like a wrinkled fish.
Somebody knows who he is.
And somebody believes him, and he's like, Trump's got a fucking problem on his hands. And then you're like, oh, does he? And then you click it, and then it's like, I think we're going to see some real problems. And it's like, what? Well, what? You said that there was a problem.
They've been saying that for 3 years.
Dude.
I mean, sure, there's issues.
How can anybody that votes Democrat not see the waste of time that their whole party has been doing? And I sound like a fucking Republican. I know because I talk to Republicans all the fucking time.
Well, neither one of us is on one side or the other more than the other, I don't think. But
I think there's some fucking crossover about to happen because of all the shit that the left is doing. Yeah. I think that people are, I mean, like I said, I'm jokingly registered.
There was crossover whenever Trump got elected.
For sure. Well, dude,
people that didn't want to vote for for Hillary.
That Steve Anonymous said on my on one of our I started like I call it Wake and Bake podcast politics.
Oh yeah.
And I basically bring I have Brian and Steve Anonymous. And Brian and Steve Anonymous, they both have similar views, but they're from different areas of the country.
Okay.
And so, and one guy is just focused on how fucked up California is getting, while the other guy, Steve Anonymous, he's Steve Anonymous because he has all the conspiracy theories fucking boiled down to the truth. I mean, as far as he's concerned.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you know, until I get into fucking Harvard and join the Skull and Bones fucking, I'm not going to know.
Yeah.
You know, I wish I could, as like a dying wish, I wish I could like write to somebody and be like, dude, check it out. I'm dying of cancer. You can fucking kill me, but can you show me Area 51 before I die? You know what I mean? Some shit like that. Oh, it's so good.
The ginger?
Dude, the ginger
And the
with the vanilla, with the fucking stevia. So good.
Yeah.
It's a triple ginger.
Yeah.
Is it 3 different kinds of
I don't know.
gingers?
I don't know, but the tea bag is like mushy. So I think there's actual ginger.
I like that. That's even better for me.
Yeah, because see, it's like putty right now.
Okay. Then it's not even tea. It's just all ginger.
I think so.
Must be. So,
You wanted to...
I like the what's our dessert? You said that there was dessert?
Okay, you have your choice.
Okay.
We have some peanut butter cookies, and we have blueberry muffins.
Oh my god, that is no choice to have to make. Can we
have one of each.
split? Can I? Okay, I want one of each then. You're all, you can have this or this, and I'm like, but both is my
I bought this mix for her for Valentine's Day. That's got some brown sugar on top of it.
brown sugar.
They kind of taste. They have like it's almost like they were made with protein powder, but it's made with peanut flour.
And this is keto.
Yeah. You notice how it turns kind of mushy in your mouth?
Yeah, it's good though.
I know. It almost turns to peanut butter in your mouth, huh?
It's like, it reminds me of something. It's light.
Yeah.
It's
Like when you see peanut butter cookies like that, they're usually kind of heavy. Like weight.
Mm-hmm.
Weight heavy.
But
It almost like goes away.
it turns.
Sort of.
No, I get the protein powder reference, but
But there's no protein powder in it. It's peanut powder.
yeah, it's like
Peanut flour, I'm sorry.
It's like I already chewed up the peanuts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like as soon as it gets wet in your mouth, it's all, yeah, you chewed these peanuts.
Yeah.
Because
Because it's peanut
it's
flour.
peanut flour, yeah. That's good. So obviously, I think the Bernie thing is hilarious because he's coming up.
Yeah. But the Democrats don't like that he's coming up.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what he said this morning in my Instagram feed. He has a paid for sponsorship ad.
Yeah.
Where
I
he
saw it, but
says,
I think I scrolled past it.
where he says,
Usually political stuff, I scroll right past it.
oh, I always want to hear what they say, especially like with Bernie, he does his own shit.
But see, I watch the debates, so
Yeah.
I catch it all. I catch that shit there.
Well, I only watch after the debate. I watch all
okay.
the fucking highlights. Like the one where, what's their name, came up to Bernie and tried to talk shit to
yeah,
him.
yeah.
And he's like, I did not say that. I'm not doing this with you.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, fucking, I mean, dude, he's that guy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he really is grumpy
Kinda like
grandpa.
our grandpa, yeah.
Yeah, he's a grumpy grandpa. But he, we are being attacked.
Yeah.
I am being
You
attacked
got the jowl noise.
by the Republicans, and because he's almost like a Nixon. He's like if
Yeah, a
Nixon
little bit,
hadn't
huh?
died,
Yeah.
and then he got mashed into like,
He's a floppy mouth.
what's his name from Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Oh yeah, that guy. 'Cause he's the one that plays him on SNL.
Yeah,
Larry
But-
David.
but he's like fatter than Larry David. He's
Yeah.
like shorter and fatter than Larry
Because
David.
Larry David's an actor. He has to kind of be in shape. Like they have to have some sort of.
I don't know. I think there's some actors on Curb Your Enthusiasm that are not taking care of their fucking health. But and this is keto too.
Yeah. Those are scratch. She made those from scratch.
So what is it?
What do you mean?
So I got a blueberry.
Yeah, no, it's blueberries. Blueberries are okay. Instead of being like peanut flour, it's almond flour and
Almond flour.
and like some other ingredients. But the main makeup is almond flour.
So what's it missing that a regular cupcake would have? Sugar?
No, well, yeah, sugar, but then like wheat flour too. There's no wheat flour in it because wheat flour.
Oh,
is,
wheat flour. That's a no-no.
Yeah, and sugar, and then you have to kind of get to the finish line with other stuff. But there's like baking powder and baking soda and stuff in it, just like you would a regular recipe.
This is so good. I still feel like it's too healthy.
But do you notice how it's moist?
It is moist.
You know what that's fat though. That's fat is what.
That's the part you really love in food.
Yeah. Well, it's what fuels you if you're in keto. Not that we're trying to get off on that, but.
No, it's still interesting to me. I'm just not there yet.
I know.
I mean, I'm trying. My thing is once I can like really wrap my head around it, then it's easy to apply.
Yeah.
But while I'm still like in this mystery zone with it, like I'm like, what? This is? You know what I mean? Like even this? Why? And it's like, dude, while I was sick, I have these little bowls of sticky rice that I got from Costco. They come like a pack of 10 for $10, $1,
white rice.
A bowl of white rice, yeah. And then I got these chickpea marsala packets that were 12 for $10. Oh my God. Pour it right up. You heat them both up for 30 seconds each, and then you combine them, and you're like, I'm at an Indian restaurant. It's like the best, but it's healthy. It's not keto.
Right.
But white rice and fucking chickpeas ain't going to clog your heart anytime soon, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's what worries me about the keto thing is the fats, because like my friend that died of a heart attack, that was one of the things that he said to his son as he was being hauled off into open heart surgery.
Yeah.
And that was, stop eating ribeye. And he's like, and it was, I'm not going to, I mean, I'll tell you, it was Robert Irwin, the owner of Jonathan's Meat, saying that to his son who never ate meat until his fucking like early 30s. Like he was a butcher, so he just wasn't interested in it. You know, he grew up, his dad's a butcher.
Yeah. So
like, I mean, yeah, cool, dad's making fucking steak, but I'm just not really into it. And then like right after his dad closes the stores, he gets into ribeye.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I fucking love ribeye. Like, I eat ribeye every fucking day if I could. You know what I mean? And then as Robert's being hauled off for open heart surgery, he's like, Robin, quit eating ribeye. You know, like, Robert was an awesome dude. You know, he's another one of my mentors that actually, like, he pulled the move I always hope to make, and that is he yelled, I'm dying! And then he died. It's pretty fucking epic. Like, I'm just saying, like, really wrap your head around that. Who gets that opportunity? Who has an audience that remembers that?
Were you there?
No.
Okay.
His lady was. And he said her name. Charmaine, I'm dying! His wife. They got married like a few months before he passed.
Okay,
but
sense of humor to the end.
Dude. Just
Fucking
saying. Dude. That's what I want. Because whenever I was younger, I always thought I'd die in a car accident. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't care if that's how I die. I just want it to be quick. And I want everybody's last thing they hear is me saying, oh my God, we're going to die. Like, and then boom, the semi hits us and we're over. It's the end of story. To me, that makes sense. Dude, do you like it?
Yeah.
Is it working?
I think so.
Terpenes.
Can't really tell because I'm not high,
But that's what I'm saying. Like, does it still give you that relaxation?
Yeah, I think a little bit.
That's one of the things.
Because I've hit it maybe.
Because I had this with me in Hollywood, but it I kept dying because I used it for like 4 days straight without charging it, and then finally now it's like I don't.
Is that dry herb?
No. This is actually it's called the Magneto or Magneto if you want, but it's a self-fill chamber, and you put your dabs in there. And then it's got the little
got the coils in there.
Little coil down here. Let me see if it'll work. I don't know if it will.
Dead.
No. But it might not work without all the things on.
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
Oh no, there it goes. But there's like a little.
I hear it. I see it smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But, it ran out and we had like some time to kill before the cantina opened. And so I was like, she was getting like a nicotine vape. And I was like, I can get this fucking 50 milligram CBD vape, just so I have something to puff on. But dude, I didn't believe in CBDs until I worked for the Green Shop. And I just didn't wake and bake like I normally do. And I was feeling kind of grumpy. And around 3 o'clock, I was ready to go home, but I still had people coming in to show me products until 5. And the last guy came in at 5, and he could probably tell I was fried because I just talked to like 3 other dudes that did not impress me. All they had was like THC sprayed. They'd bought like a bunch of candy and sprayed it with a CBD THC fucking, spray. And then they're like, yeah, it's medicated. Like, I like shit in it. Yeah. Like, I like the candy to be made with the weed in it. Not just sprayed on it. But you can do that. I mean, I guess it works. And it's probably...
So you're through that hour later, then it's nothing.
Yeah. But this guy said, dude, here, take this. And he gave me the CBD drops. He said, put it under your tongue. I'm going to go wash my hands. I'll be back in a minute. And you can keep that. I was like, okay. So, it was like maybe...
Like this?
It was a little bit smaller than this. Yeah, what is this? 2.5 or 2 mil fluid ounces. So it was probably like a 1.5 fluid ounce, dropper. Yeah. But it was like peanut oil. And I put it under my tongue and I was like, okay, like what the fuck? But dude, I felt, by the time he came out of the bathroom, my shoulders started to fucking drop. And him and I bullshitted till 7:30. Like, about everything. Like, it was like, I felt like I had just smoked with a homie. But all he had to offer was straight CBD stuff, no THC
That's
or
all
anything.
You dealt with, huh?
Yeah, and I said okay, so I got interested in it, but then they didn't want to do it because they're like, dude, everybody's gonna have CBD. You can get it at gas stations now.
Yeah, at least that's
which is awesome. I think people. I think you should. I think you should if you see it.
But you gotta know your quality too. I mean, I don't know how good I don't know anything about. If I'm going to get some CBD shit, I'm going to go to a dispensary and get it. I'm not going to get it at the 76 station down the road. But that's, to each his own.
Dude, they've got even just hemp cigarettes that fucking work.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, you don't get stoned.
Right.
But you feel your shoulders drop. So it's pretty, I don't know. It's pretty tight. But yeah, Bernie, he's being attacked by everybody. And he says it in his ad. Mm-hmm. Even the Democrats are trying to shut me down, or some shit. And it's just interesting to me because it seemed like younger candidates had more traction in the beginning. Like Yang.
Right.
Dude, free money.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we...
I was pushing for him too, dude.
Why wouldn't we like that guy?
Yeah. Well, I read his book.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Is it a good book?
I thought it was good. He's got a lot of, to me, they sound like a lot of decent solutions to problems that are going on. And to problems that we really haven't even encountered yet.
Yeah.
So, but even though I supported him, I knew he really wasn't going to get elected anyway. He's just too far left.
Yeah. He's a
little bit too radical for what's going on.
But dude, Bernie is a communist. How is he building traction? Are we that cool with communism? Do we really think bread lines is the fucking future that we need?
I don't think it's going to go that far.
Dude, when the government... Dude, here's my fear.
I don't think people would let it go that far. Just like people were afraid of what Trump was going to do when that's why we have checks and balances.
Okay, I hated this show, but while I was sick, I watched Atlas Shrugged. Mm-hmm. Have you heard of it?
I have heard of it.
Okay, it's 3 movies. Mm-hmm. They get worse, progressively worse, until the end means nothing. Okay? It's the fucking worst 3-movie series in the world. Because they couldn't even hire the same fucking people for each movie.
Oh, okay.
Every movie, you get a totally different fucking main character.
So you have to wrap your mind around who's the new person?
Well, dude, at one point, they say something about her brother. Like, he's like shopping. And some lady walks up and goes, oh, are you John Taggart? And I'm like, no, that's not John Taggart.
But he says, yeah.
And then he's all, yeah, I am. And I'm all, what? And then and then I'm like, wait. And then I like go back and, I'm IMDbing this shit. So now I can't even watch the movie because I'm like, what the fuck? And then it turns out, but dude, in the second movie, you're going to love this. Teller is in it.
Okay.
And he talks.
Oh.
And turns out it's not the first time he's talked though.
Right.
He also talked in Third Rock or something.
That we got you? Or did you already have one?
What?
I have it. The when we saw him in Stockton at the Fox Theater.
No, you didn't show me.
Whenever I thought we got you a poster.
No.
Whenever they were in the lobby signing autographs and stuff.
He was talking?
He was talking then. He'll go up and you can just have a conversation.
Dude, what was weird is seeing him talk in this movie, and then I had to Google that. Like, does Teller talk in fucking Atlas Shrugged? Because I thought I thought maybe it was dubbed over.
Okay.
Like, that would be, like, kind of funny if they did that. Teller's talking, but it's not his voice.
Oh, okay.
We had fucking Pee Wee Herman dub it over again. I'm sorry.
What about the movie?
Oh, it's about communism.
Yeah.
It's the worst because it's slow. It's a slow takeover. Mm-hmm. And so it starts with the gas prices because there's fires and shit's going wrong. So we've only got like 2 oil companies in America now. And it's $30, $50 a gallon. And people are selling it on the streets in jugs, for a quarter a gallon here. And nobody's driving. Everybody's walking. It's fucked up. Nobody can leave anywhere except by train. The Taggart family owns the trains. Okay. So they're shipping, but their biggest clients is not humans. It's fucking oil and fucking coal and, resources. Yeah. It's hardcore still. It's actually, I think it's supposed to be in present day. Uh-huh. Like, I think it actually is around 2016 is whenever it's supposed to be going down, which kind of makes sense. But as it goes, like, it's stupid, bro. I'm just gonna spoil it. It's like, because you need to still watch it.
I will.
Because it's still
I'm gonna watch it.
It has some substantial fucking ideas in there that you can actually apply to real life. But the drama of it is basically everybody keeps getting called the Fantasy Island. Like, they call it Atlantis, and it's like Wakanda. It's like hidden, like it's got a hologram hiding them. But it's like at one point, basically, they're like, it starts communism in the workplace is how it starts. And they're like, hey, we want everybody to get equal pay, but the people that need more are going to get more. But everybody's going to get paid the same. Except for the people that need more, they're going to get more. But you're all going to be doing the same job, right? But then, so actually the guys that are working harder are actually making money, and as you would expect, the people that need more are they're gonna keep needing more, and there's gonna be more people that need more because they figured out how to fill out the paperwork to get more. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So out the gate, this guy, and I can't think of his name because it's actually like episode 3 is who's John fucking Carter or whatever, but they start saying that. And basically, this John guy or whatever, I don't fucking care. But his name is like, he's the one guy that goes, no, I'm not doing it. Because they're having like apparently whenever you work at, in a futuristic fucking, power plant or something, they have you sit in a gym of stadium seating. And they fucking talk to you on a podium like you're a fucking junior high class learning DARE.
For what point?
We're going to be doing this new program where the people that need more are going to get more, and the rest of you are going to be helping to finance that, with your labors. Yeah. And fucking John says, fuck you! And as he walks out, he goes, I'm going to find out a way to tear down the whole machine. And he walks out. Okay. And so then they're like, who's John fucking Worcestershire? Like, oh, who is John Worcestershire? Yeah. And so the whole movie is... It's like all 3 movies, like bums are saying it. Who's John Worcestershire?
He's like supposed to save him from this.
Because he's almost a figment of imagination because he has disappeared into his hologram valley. It looks like a mountain, but you can fly a plane right through it. So stupid.
I don't know.
But what I'm getting at is the communism idea. It's fucking played out in this movie to where it starts on a corporate level, and and people are like, dude, I need my job. I guess this is what I do. You know, like Harvey Weinstein touched my dick, but I need this job. You know what I mean? So see how like it's all kind of coming back, and now we're with Bernie, and Bernie's but that's what so the train company has friends in government. But like then like some ass like and it's like the good old boys club for like many a years, but it's all second generation good old boys club. The dads are all dying of these fucking major companies, and the kids are taking them over, and they're getting greedier, and they're wanting to fucking work their people harder but pay them less. You know what I mean? You know how it works. I mean, what we all do. Yeah. And so fucking John Worcestershire or whatever, fucking he's like the first person to say no, but then he starts coming and he shows up at like the oil company guy's house, and he's like, hey man, I'm taking all the best people, walk away from money and join us in hologram land. And he's all, okay. And so, like,
is that easy?
Yeah. Apparently, like in the first movie, he shows up like he's like a man in black. He's always like wearing a trench coat and a fedora, and he's like, Justin Smith? Yes, I'm Justin Smith. Are you ready to go? Dun 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 dun. Nobody knows where they're going, and then they show like a file picture of them at that moment where they're like looking at John Worcestershire, like what? And then it goes black and white, and it goes. Justin Smith missing 1987. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. Yeah. And so that keeps happening throughout the first movie. Okay. Then in the second movie, they aren't even doing the freeze frame anymore. They're just like, they're just like Steve gone. Like Steve's out. Steve, oil tycoon gone. And then eventually, dude. But the thing is the government. The good old boys club, one day some dickhead comes in, a fucking douchebag, and he's just like, that's cool, you guys got your little good old boys club, but check out what I'm gonna do. Fucking nobody can make more money than anybody else. There is now, if you're running the trains, you can't run the trains as much as you've been running the trains. You gotta run the trains half. Because we got to conserve, and we got to fucking regulate. And so now you can't hire or fire anybody. Everybody's locked because they're calling it.
Can you change jobs?
No. Because it's like a New World Order thing, or what's it called? The martial law. Yeah. It's a martial law. It's for
everything.
Or for just employment. For market. For the market. Okay. So. Nobody can hire, nobody can fire, you can get promoted, but you can't get paid more and you can't get paid less, and fucking everything's on a dead standstill, and it's to the point where like the trains are like, dude, we gotta move more coal so that we can make more money, and they're like, the government's like, nah, dude, you don't need any more money. You only need 3 trains a day.
That's enough.
And and so it starts fucking shit up, and then John Worcestershire fucking starts showing himself more and more, and then it just turns into him fucking like the train bitch on the, you know what I mean? It's so, and then he gets like tortured.
It could have been better.
Dude, it's so.
But it just turns into a movie.
It turns into a movie. You know what I mean? Like it was making like, but at the same time, the whole first movie was still boring if you're not economically inclined to think about the real future of the world and not looking at it like how I was, which is a blank slate. And I'm looking at it like, is Bernie a good idea? Well, here's a movie about Bernie's idea just on a corporate level, and it fucks the whole economy up. Yeah. And so, like, with me, and that's something Steve Anonymous had said to me about communism, like Bernie is a communist, and he's like, dude, and like they can give it fancy names, and he can like say, no, it's not like that, it's more like this, but like there's a reason that the Berlin Wall had to come down. Yeah, you know what I mean, and it wasn't because Bernie. No, it was because somebody worse than Bernie got the fucking key.
It was because the communist system was failing.
And I think it always will.
But I think capitalism will. I think it's going to fail too. Because I think the answer is somewhere in between. I don't think.
You mean like we all have to donate 1,000 to the people that just want to do the paperwork and not go to work?
No.
Because that's ultimately what communism comes down to.
That's
is either you all work or you all die.
Right. That's why I'm saying I think the solution for neither one to fail is somewhere in between capitalism and communism.
I like survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
And I think that and somebody did say to me, if you weren't a liberal when you were young, then you never had a heart. But if you don't become a Republican by the time you get old, then you don't have a brain.
I've heard that too.
And it kind of makes sense because I am going that way. Yeah. I mean, dude, a couple more people fucking feed me some more red pills, dude, and I'm gonna vote. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've had teachers, I've had principals, I've had business owners, I've had fucking police officers, I've had lots of different walks of life in authoritative positions say we need you to vote the way we vote. Yeah. We need, because like you do think like us, but at the same time I'm like, yeah, but I'm playing devil's advocate here. Yeah. You know, I'm trying to fucking understand, and yeah, your shit does make more sense, and I'm looking at the liberal side, and it seems like to them, it's like a fucking kid at Target that isn't getting the toy at once. Like, that's how I see it.
You're right.
Like, it's just this crazy fucking, like, I will spank your kid kind of moment where I'm just like, dude, really? Like, no wonder the world's spanking you right now. Yeah. Because you didn't get spanked when you threw that tantrum at Target. Yeah. Or at fucking Winco or wherever you're fucking throwing yourself down on the ground because somebody's in charge of something and you didn't like it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, can you, like, I always think of that one main chick in the pink beanie that's like, no, when Trump won.
Yeah, yeah.
She's like the meme of the whole Trump victory.
That. Yeah.
Dude, that response alone should dictate mental incapacitation. Like, just being that...
It should disqualify you?
Yeah, if you're an adult that responds to things like that. Because I've been mad.
An adult.
I've been mad about things. And there's been times, but I still, dude, I use my big boy voice. Yeah. And I try to say it as fucking robotic as I can so as to not have to fight. Yeah. Because sometimes... Or cry. Yeah. Or even make them cry. Yeah. I just want to lay down facts. Yeah. And I have the biggest problem with my own kid now because anything I tell her, she fucking, because, and actually no. And I just go, dude, you're misunderstanding what I'm telling you. I got 20 years on you and experiences, and I'm telling you.
But is she misunderstanding you because it's convenient for her point of view?
No. It's so crazy because, and I hear it all the time from other parents. Yeah. It's really like this. Whenever I was 16, it's those arguments that I'm having with her. It was the arguments I was.
She's the same age.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, that's where society really is. Yeah. Because it's not just my kid. It's not like my kid's a retard. Yeah. My kid is a fucking time stamp in society, and like as are we. I mean, you have fucking goat horn dreads, bro. You know what I mean? Like, explain that to your dad one more time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
never asked.
Dude, because he's so over it. Yeah. Because he's so fucking fried on whatever. What the fuck ever. At least he's not wearing a dildo. You know what I mean? Like, at least he doesn't have a fucking dildo fucking udder, you know, like attached to his belly. Like, at least he's marrying a woman. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, all the things that go through a boomer's mind versus what's going through our minds. Now, and we're retards, so now, you know, just to the 50s.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so now...
The generation of retard to retard.
Yeah. So now, like, if our kids are retards to us, like, think how retarded that is to their grandparents.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You know, or their great, like,
dude... Like,
I was saying, like, my daughter never met either one of her grandmothers. She met both of her grandfathers, but she never met either grandmother. Mm-hmm. And if she had, one wouldn't even like her. Like, one would probably not even talk to her and would treat her like shit. And the other one, ours,
I was just gonna say,
would think would think that she was the fucking coolest person in the world.
Yeah.
You know, because I do believe it does skip generations. Like, I don't think, granted, like, I don't think that my kid is me, but I also don't think that my kid is my mom. Or either of her grandparents.
No.
You know, that she knows.
But she is partially her mom and you.
There's that for sure. There's that for sure.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm Wes. I'm like, dude, I'm smelling like him.
You're your mom, though, too.
Okay. I'll give you that.
I mean, especially hearing stories from my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you that.
Okay.
There's that.
Yeah.
But even, like one of my mom's favorite stories is talking about that plaid couch that your sister ended up with, the orange plaid thing that we had for a while. That was in Grandma's front room. Yeah. And whenever I was a baby, I was standing in it, and it's you.
Yeah, it is.
And running in place.
Yeah.
I couldn't even walk, but I was like stomping my feet on the couch, and Great Aunt Agnes thought that was the funniest thing. Great Aunt Agnes.
It's hard to say.
Thought that was the funniest fucking thing. And I would do it for her.
Yeah.
But my mom would go, stop that. And she'd spank my diaper butt.
Yeah.
And I would stop and I'd make a face. And that would make fucking Great Aunt Agnes roar with laughter, which would make me allow myself to run some more to get spanked to make the response. Yeah. Like, it was like, and my mom was like, dude, and you just did it over and over. And you could tell that was like your audience. Like, you were pandering to your audience. And it was like, you know, like, and I just kept doing it. And my mom was like, that's when I knew I had problems with this kid. And she even made a joke to my pediatrician, Mr. Bailey, Dr. Bailey. She said, oh, is there something you can give me to give him to calm him down or to settle him down? Or are you adopting? You know?
Yeah.
And Bailey says, well, I'll take him off your hands, but you'll never get him back.
Yeah.
And are you going to be one of those lazy parents that needs Ritalin, or are you going to learn how to fucking be an adult and father and actually parent your child?
Yeah.
And that made my mom straighten right the fuck up, because she was joking because she was in her 20s.
I was going to say, how old was your mom at that point?
She was in her 20s.
Yeah.
You know, maybe 24.
Yeah.
I mean, about the same age, you know, that I was when I had my kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Math. I mean, if I'm 27 now, you know, clearly my mom is 60. But no, but you know, but for her, that was like, it was a joke, but it was also a real.
But it woke her up.
It was, dude, you know what she used to say to people? I'm never having kids. Like, while I'm sitting in the fucking stroller, she would say that to people. I'm never having kids. And, you know, and then especially when my brother.
Yeah.
When me and Bryce were fucking, wow, like tearing shit up.
It makes me wonder sometimes what she was thinking when you guys were teaming up.
Oh, dude.
She probably hated you guys both.
Oh, we were.
Probably the worst.
Dude, we were so good.
I don't even think I got to see you guys at your worst.
Oh my God, bro. We were so good.
I'm sure.
We could have been Ocean's 2.
Yeah.
We could have been Robin Banks.
I
We
don't
could
doubt
have
that.
could have done anything, bro,
Yeah.
as a team, for realsies. But that's part of why I became the fucking person that I did, was because I was like, dude, I got to do this for him.
Yeah.
I got to fucking keep it going. You know what I mean? Like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. Ben Affleck, he just, you know, he couldn't keep up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got to be the Matt Damon. I got to be the Matt Affleck, you know, or whatever. But yeah, dude, I don't know. So I'm curious, because I know that you were very Bernie last election.
Yeah.
But then he fell out.
Yeah.
So what did you end up doing at that point?
I wrote him in. Because I was.
Oh yeah, that was the move. I forgot about that.
I was not going to vote for her, and I was not going to vote for Trump. I didn't want to vote for either one. I didn't trust either one.
Let me ask you how you feel now.
I don't know yet.
What do you think? I heard somebody was thinking about.
Sometimes, if I'm really conflicted on an election, I either write in my dad or I write in you.
Really?
Yeah.
I've had a lot of people write me in. Somebody actually wrote in J. Smith Biatch one year and sent me a picture, and then they posted it, and then somebody commented, "Dude, that's federal prison." Like you're not, because he took a picture of his Chad.
Okay, I thought you meant like it was federal to write you in. I'm like,
no, but to take the picture of it. It was like, I want to say, it was an Obama year.
Oh, okay.
One of the Obama years, somebody put in J. Smith Biatch. But no, I heard so Bloomberg is talking. There's talk that he might take Hillary as a VP.
Oh, really?
I
don't know enough about him yet. I haven't really paid attention to any of those. To those.
I don't care about the.
I kind of like the idea because he was thinking about running the last time, I think, and so I was slightly interested in it. But then once he fucked off, I was like, nah, okay.
I would look at the history of what New York was doing when he was the mayor.
Yeah.
I always thought Giuliani was good for the city, but it turns out in retrospect he wasn't that.
Maybe he was good for the city at the time.
No, yeah, but everybody hates him now.
And
it's so weird.
He got reelected. He was reelected for second term of mayor or something like that, and that's when 9/11 happened. And it's just like when.
But I thought that he was I thought that he was like the dude that fucking made shit cool. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I never lived in New York, so I don't know.
We had Schwarzenegger at the time.
Did we?
I don't know.
I don't think we did.
Schwarzenegger hella hates Trump.
Yeah.
He's a Republican, though.
Yeah.
There's
plenty of Republicans.
And I don't understand that division either. To me, it just seems like, dude, if you're on the team,
That's what they want.
But if you're on the team, I'm just saying, like, if you're on the team, support your fucking team captain. You know what I mean? And
I don't know. No, I can't do that though.
No.
I mean, I understand why people from his own party don't support him.
Right.
Because he's way too far to the right. Some of the Republicans are more centrist. It's the same with the Republicans.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying.
But I don't even feel like he's that far. Is he far to the right by what he says or what he actually does, though?
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like everything he said he was gonna do that people voted for him for, he's fucking doing.
Yeah.
And I think it's
how he did it.
And I think that's what's really cushioning his next victory, next probable victory.
Sure. Yeah.
Is the fact that because what did Obama do? I don't know.
Yeah.
I know that fucking shit got really bad there that second term.
Yeah.
I know that racism was an all-time high as soon as he got elected. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think that was because of a lot of.
And I'm, I've never considered myself to be white.
Right-leaning people that overreacted to him being president. I think that's where a lot of that came from. They were so afraid of this black guy being president. But
I mean, dude, here's the thing. Everybody was so worried about a black guy being president, just like everybody was so afraid of Trump being president.
Yeah.
On both sides of the fucking thing, it should have been the equal fucking dissatisfaction.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking was in the streets.
No, it escalates.
Nobody was in the streets when Obama won.
Right.
Why? Because nobody did that.
Because they have to escalate it and make it a bigger deal, even though it's not.
Right. No, instead,
make it seem like a bigger deal.
In the streets, black people were fucking cheering.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And with good reason.
Yeah.
Because nobody thought that we'd ever have a black president. Yeah. I listened to Public Enemy my whole life.
Yeah.
And so I believed everything Chuck D said.
Yeah.
But now, even Chuck D, after the fact, I don't know if he's fucking cool with Obama.
I'm not sure.
After, his second term, his second term went.
I think he let down a lot of people because he made a lot of promises that he was never able to push through.
One of the things that always cracked me up was about Steve Harvey meeting Trump.
Yeah.
Whenever he first got elected. And they go in and they're talking and he's, says he wants to do some shit with inner cities and inner city neighborhoods or whatever. And so then he's like, cool, I'm going to hook you up with Ben Carson. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. And he's like, yeah, dude. And he gets Ben Carson on the phone right then and fucking he connects them and everything. You know what I mean? Gets them all linked up. And then he goes outside and he's like, yeah, we're working on healthcare. And he just goes, all right, Steve, thanks, man. And Steve's like, That what? That wasn't what we
not
talked
what we're
about at
doing.
all. Yeah, but like to me, that like the fact that Steve Harvey didn't even see that was all trolling.
Yeah.
Like him meeting with Steve Harvey was obviously a media play for both of them.
Sure.
Steve Harvey's meeting with the new president. That's kudos for Steve Harvey. Fucking Steve Harvey is an influential person. He's an influencer right now.
Yeah.
And he has been for a while as a comedian and as a show host. Mm-hmm. I mean, dude, that's some of the Family Feud votes right there.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
They love him.
Yeah. And which the Family Feud is basically, it's my mom because she's watching Ellen and she's watching Family Feud and she's watching Price is Right, you know, like Grandma used to.
Is she really?
Nah, I don't know. I'm just saying, like hypothetically, retirees. Retirees are the one watching Steve Harvey and Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, because that's what they grew up with, was like network TV.
Yeah. No, that's what's so crazy to me, is that I'm so far removed from network TV that like...
That's their world.
I don't... Like, whenever I go watch live TV somewhere, I'm just like, how long are these commercials? Oh my God. Like, you know, on YouTube, you just hit skip.
Yeah.
You watch 6 seconds and you go skip.
Or you pay an extra few dollars a month and you have no commercials.
Or you watch the whole commercial because it's actually entertaining and you don't mind.
And you haven't seen it 8 times already
right.
during the same show.
Or even then, you want to show somebody, oh, look, it's that commercial again.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Yeah.
And then you watch the whole thing.
Well, no, that's not. But, like, I'll send commercials to people. I'll send commercials to my sister because they're funny, not because it's a product I want to plug, you know?
Well, no, right?
It's just funny.
And that's
I don't
marketing
believe in
now.
what they're selling.
Yeah. Dude, but I will tell you this.
It's my pack.
Hey, I've helped Squatty Potty sell 3 fucking, or maybe 4 Squatty Potties because I got a Squatty Potty and I had seen the commercials, but then finally somebody gifted me with a Squatty Potty, and I swear by Squatty Potty now because you, just like in the diagram, just like in the diagram where they show the fucking unicorn and the rubber band coming off his belly so he can poop easier. Bro.
I know.
That's legit.
That's how we're supposed to poop.
That's legit. Like, it makes me just want to shit outside. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I want to go shit in my yard with my dog.
Like, because it feels like it would be awesome.
Yeah.
It feels like it would. But, dude, I tell people, like, my
if I shit
stories.
how I'm supposed to shit, I'm going to get arrested.
Yeah. Yeah, well... It'll make a mess. We saw some crazy splatter human shit on some AstroTurf sidewalk.
Yeah.
Like, oh God, it was so bad. It was like off of one of the main roads. We were like walking the dogs. We were like, oh,
you guys took the dogs with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got the kennel in the back. Dude, I got one of those memory foam mattresses in the back. Yeah. It was the one that I built whenever I worked at whenever I had Buck Stein's Mattress Emporium.
Yeah.
And it's like a $5,000 Talalay fucking memory foam. And Liberty came for lunch one day, and I was talking to a customer, and she had laid face down on this bed, and I came back, and it had been like an hour, and she hadn't moved. And I was like, hey, babe, don't you have to go back to work? And she's like, oh, fuck, like, oh my God. And so I bought the bed, and we put it in the RV. And we put it up top, and it's like a full-size mattress. So
you're sleeping like
that. Like we're like 4 inches from the fucking roof, but it doesn't matter because you just go right to sleep as soon as you lay in it. And I put it in the back of the truck, and everybody kept going, dude, you can crash on my couch, you can crash in my fucking... And I'm like, dude, I can sleep naked in the back of my truck. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like, I can, and I sleep like a rock. Like I every day I woke up, my hair... I had crazy bedhead, and I hadn't even moved. You know what I mean? Like, I would probably like... But, so, okay. Sorry, I got kind of off track there, as I sometimes do.
Sometimes.
I've been smoking weed, though, too. Shout out to Concentrated Research. But what are you looking at now? Are you looking at Bernie again, or are you looking at one of the hatchet-faced ladies? There's a couple of chicks that are looking kind of promising. If I was a liberal,
but not. I'm looking more. at
Democrat. Sorry,
I'm looking more at the one that's not. What the fuck is her name? The one with the dark hair. I don't remember what her name is.
She's younger
Is
than
she?
Warren, right?
Yeah, the one that's not Warren is the one I'm thinking of.
She seems kind of promising.
Yeah, maybe, but I really don't think she's going to win. I don't think that not that I don't believe a woman can be president. I just don't think it's the time. I just don't think she could win. I don't think a lot of people are ready for that. But I might vote for her.
So you're cool with an idea of a woman president?
Sort of. I mean, I like the ideas she's throwing out, regardless of whether the ideas have tits or not. It doesn't matter to me. Does that make sense?
It matters to me, but I'm a chauvinist.
Yeah. More than me.
No, I admit it.
I'm willing to give it a chance and see if every 28 days shit goes crazy.
See, that's the game I don't want to play. Because, dude, I always just think of the finger on the button thing. You know, we were worried about it.
Oh, yeah. No.
You know, I
remember not being able to sleep because of the button.
I think of, so long ago, dun 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 dun. Reagan, the puppet Reagan, with Bedtime for Bonzo, fucking Genesis, oh Superman, we're all you know, right? And he's all, Remember at DC? What were they called? DC.
Is it DC Comics? No, it was DC something else, but it was at
DC Live or something like that.
So long ago, I remember.
But dude, and. Like, after that music video came out, we were happy to see the series. Yeah. But then within, like, minutes, I remember just going, this is not palatable.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even watch this. This is the worst.
It's not for my age.
Well, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
It was just really cool puppets.
Yeah.
And that's
all we cared about at that point.
Yeah. We were like, dude, that's okay.
It was like we wanted crank anchors at that age.
yeah. We wanted crank anchors with those puppets.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh wait, is there still ginger in that?
You can try another.
I would like to. I'll just put it in, and I'll just let it steep.
Water?
Yeah.
Oh, you got water already.
I'll just let it steep up, and just see how steep it gives. I mean, dude, if it's just ginger, it's not like it could over steep. I'll just let it ginger the fuck up. But I don't know, man. Like. It wasn't a man screaming in the middle of the road when Trump won.
Right, none of them could get elected right now. None of those fucking crazy bitches.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't know, dude. I'm a fucking chauvinist pig. I'm just gonna leave it out there.
I see.
I believe we are fucking with fucking cardinal rules by fucking like, dude. Oh my god. I don't even want to fucking get heavily into it, but dude, there's a whole thing about it in the Red Pill.
Okay.
And it's about mice. And it's about fucking studying mice. And how societies work based on mice. Okay? Mm-hmm. So, like, this guy did, like, a control thing where he fucking... It's, like, equal men and women, females and male mice, right?
Okay.
But eventually, like, shit starts getting fucked up, and it becomes irregular. The numbers become irregular because of housing or food. I forget what it is, but he manipulates it. He manipulates it as society would manipulate us. Okay. Or as the social balance would manipulate our fucking emotions and our breeding patterns. And you know what I mean?
Okay.
But on mice, obviously, it's a faster scale.
Yeah.
But they would fucking they'd classify themselves, so you'd have like a majority of mice living on one side of this pen, and they all have like apartments by the end of his fucking research. Mm-hmm. But they're like it's like the fucking peasants all live out here on one side, and they're all spread
and he
out.
Set them up this way?
No, they do this themselves. Yeah.
Okay.
But dude, then they start fucking. There's like 3 sexualities. And none of them are reproductive. I mean, there are some, but like the main 3 sexualities are not reproductive at all. They're like, some of them are doing gay shit. Some of them are just being cannibals. Some of them are just fucking being rapers. Yeah. You know what I mean? Rapers, dude. Like, and it's just kind of crazy because we've been using mice for all kinds of research.
Yeah.
We fucking graft ears off of them.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of shit that we correlate. And if we believe that we are mammals, why would we not look at other mammals' behaviors, at least on that primitive fucking scale, to see what our... I almost call it a nonchalant behavior, but it's really, it's the ingrained behaviors.
Like the consequences of our seemingly...
Well, dude, we're also focused on other shit.
Actions.
We're focused on who's president. We're focused on where our next meal's coming from. We're focused on money to buy that meal. We're focused on getting our kids to soccer practice. We're focused on fucking the new sitcom that's just come out. We're focused on the new Dragon fucking miniseries. You know what I mean? We've got all these distractions.
Yeah.
That are keeping us from core health.
Right.
Just in general.
Yeah.
So we got to.
But don't you think that's engineered too? The distraction. I think the distractions are engineered too.
That would be giving fucking somebody a lot of credit. I think that it's just a given.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's as engineered as we'd like, because that would mean that there's a wizard. There's a wizard.
No, I think there's
behind the curtain.
I think there's a handful of wizards.
Yeah, but I think we're doing pretty good on our own, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think that our need to be... sorry.
No, squeeze it. Just feel it. It's
Yeah.
weird. It's not like tea.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I almost want to eat it. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like we're as the mice, we're pretty good at fucking regulating themselves and fucking their own society up.
Yeah.
I think we can do it without a Bilderberg.
Probably,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Without a Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
We can do all of this, but it's the narratives that we fucking
get fed,
that we promote. No, we promote them, bro. Like, we get fed.
But they're fed to us before we promote
somebody
them.
Somebody tells us that we should all be gay.
Okay.
Right? And that sounds pretty cool, because that means we can all just fuck.
Yeah.
There's no fucking, like, we can just have sex. Oh, now there's AIDS.
Yeah.
Well, okay, maybe we can't all be gay. Maybe just the special people get to be gay.
Yeah.
And those will become the elites. Oh, no. Guess what? Your family tree ends now.
Uh-huh.
You've just killed your own family tree by only having butt sex or fucking slapping clams. You know what I mean? So you're killing your own... You're killing the human progress.
Yeah, yeah.
You're killing it because of your selfish need to fucking put your dick in whatever you want, or to fucking to hate penis so bad that you can never have one squirt in you. You know what I mean? I'm just saying,
yeah,
dude.
No, okay.
Granted, I'm a pig. I'm a fucking chauvinist, and I'm probably like a Nazi to a lot of people by even thinking this way. But I believe in science, and I believe. I believe in science, Nacho. Okay, but but it makes sense. It's like why do Native Americans look like Eskimos? Well, because Eskimos didn't really go anywhere. They were pretty cool. They built
because
igloos.
they fucked the Indians as they came.
Well,
across.
and they built igloos, and they all look like Filipinos, and they all, you know what I mean? And and like DJ Chopsticks he was like, dude, we're all kind of Asian, and I go, yeah. Well, what about the pointy nose people? Yeah. And he's like, yeah, but Bjork has Asian eyes, and I'm like, okay, now we're being picky. Because before, the Eskimos have a Filipino skin complexion, they got a Filipino nose, they got the Filipino eyes, they got the hair, they got a lot more going for them than just fucking almond-shaped eyes. Yeah. I'm Portuguese, I don't even have upper eyelids. Talk to me about almond-shaped eyes. You know what I mean? I just have flaps that fucking, my forehead just squeezes together with my cheeks and my eyes close. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But... To me, that, like I was saying, I've been saying this, and this is actually, even in my regular conversations, I remind people that I grew up knowing, not being taught, but I grew up knowing that America is the melting pot of the world. Right. And I don't have to leave America to enjoy Italy. I don't have to leave America. I mean, yeah, if I want to go see the buildings, and I want to smell the urine that's been there for thousands of years seeping, and the blood, and the rot, and the fucking Black Plague, if I have to go see that, to experience Italy, Or I could just go to Little Italy, enjoy a delicious fucking calzone, and fucking listen to the Italians talk amongst themselves. And I got the culture.
You get a feel.
I mean, granted, it's, you know, it's not fucking Nana and the babushka and the fucking, you know what I mean? But like, I can immerse myself enough that it's still safe and it's America. And that's why we built America this way. We made it a melting pot. It's supposed to be everybody. We're supposed to have little Armenia and Chinatown and fucking Japantown and fucking Portugal town, which they haven't made.
No, but they should.
Show me Portuguese town. Well, I'll probably live there. I know it's called Patterson. I know. But
Gustine, Patterson?
Yeah, Gustine, Livingston.
Liverstone?
Liverwurst. But I'm just saying, here's the thing. Culturally, we're looked at, being Portuguese, we're looked at being white. But but my real white friends think I'm half Mexican. Yeah. They think I'm and in Texas, I was called a wetback. I'm just saying, and you know, because it's all about what you're like, dude. I'm gonna go hang out with my boy Tony. Tony looks like he worked for the Reich. You know what I mean? He's that fucking white. Mm-hmm. Like he's like German or Polish or Dutch or, you know what I mean? They just have a look. They are not American Indian. They are not Portuguese. They are not Mexican. They are not Brazilian. They're not Guadalajaran or Guatemalan. You know what I mean? Like they're fucking white dudes.
Yeah.
From a different bloodline, a different genetic mutation.
They evolved differently.
Well, that's what I mean.
Because of their surroundings and shit.
We probably all were aliens. We all had like no faces and we couldn't talk and we fucking just thought everything and then we were like, dude, we need to break this up.
Let's go fuck some of those
well, bro,
on that rock
I've always thought people are fucking hybrids of animals. Because we're mammals.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't somebody be fucking part rabbit?
Well, who's to say aliens didn't come and fuck some Neanderthals
and... Well, I'm just saying, like...
And make us.
The horse people is kind of far-fetched. Dog people, kind of far-fetched. But motherfucker, I've seen the internet pictures, and there are pig and sheep people.
Yeah.
It happens. So... And I've seen people in my real life where I'm like, dude, you are a weasel. You you are bred with a rodent of some sort because how your teeth work, how your teeth are set. Well, and dude, dude,
or they have a bit of a pointy snout.
Dude, do you remember that fucking? There was a lady that got sued by her husband because she did so much plastic surgery before he met her that whenever they had babies, they had ugly kids.
Oh.
And he was like, "What the fuck?" And he sued her for lying.
Really?
And I think he won because it was in like somewhere over in Europe or Asia or something.
Huh.
But yeah, like he fucking sued his wife because she did not bring the genes to the table
that he wanted,
that he thought he was getting. She brought.
What was the point behind all that?
Genes.
Yeah.
Genes are part of our social structure in the world. And if we think it's okay to genetically stunt.
Oh, you got on that because we were talking about women presidents.
Well, yeah. Well, clearly, they're connected. I wouldn't just make those connections out of the blue, bro.
I helped you make that.
Women presidents. I did. Again, I'm a chauvinist. Women can be mad about it. But I think that women would be happier not trying to fucking be G.I. Joe. I think that they would be way happier not trying to, like...
I do think they have their place.
That's a great sentence. That is a great sentence.
But they want to do everything, but it's just not possible.
Well, my favorite reference is the Joe Rogan show when he talks about the guy who decides to become a woman and then beats the fuck out of fucking like 5 women and gets a championship belt.
Go ask any woman, does she want to fight that?
Yeah. Right.
And some of them do.
Yeah.
They get their ass beat.
Well, you know what? Even as a man, I have to come to the reality that I cannot fight every man that makes me mad. Yeah. I can't just walk up and punch a guy at the bank like it's the Wild West. Right. Because you know what? That motherfucker has got a gun He's got a concealed weapon. He's got a fucking knife. He's got a taser. He's got pepper spray. Or he's got fucking jujitsu.
Yeah.
And jujitsu will kill me faster than all the other things I've listed.
And you can't see that. He
No.
he doesn't carry that on his belt.
Bro, I always think I had this comic book called Thrud the Barbarian.
Thrud?
And it was like Conan the Barbarian, but on steroids. Like crazy, like not even realistic, like anymore. Like Conan was like a realistic, buff, fucking He-Man. But this was like this is his torso. Like, dude, he like his muscles are just so big. He doesn't even have a neck, and he's like larger than like a fucking horse. You know what I mean? He's just this giant, almost like
White Hulk.
Yeah, like a Viking Hulk. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, really, that's about the only person you can compare him to. But he's like more buff than the Hulk.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous. Buff.
Okay. More buff than the Hulk?
Yeah, dude. And fucking, there's this guy that he just barely nudges or something, and it's a little scrawny Michael Stipe looking fucking weakling guy, and he like, and he like falls face down in the mud, and he's like, I shall avenge you. And he's like all ready, and it shows him like training, and he's like fucking people up, and one of his moves is he grabs a dude with one finger by his nostril and just like throws him across the room, and he's like, I am ready. And I always think of that. There's this little bald guy that can pick me up by my nostril and just throw me, right?
Yeah.
And he sees Thrud walking into the tavern, and he's like, now is my time. And as he walks forward, a horse and carriage just mauls him down, and he dies. And that's the end of that. The whole section is about how he's training to become a badass to seek revenge. And then
gets run over by a horse?
Yeah, happenstance just fucking murders him right there before his own victory. This is my favorite fucking tea in the whole wide world. Everything that's going on here. So if anybody wants to give me anything for my birthday in May, vanilla cream sweet drops, sweet leaf, 288 servings and 0 calories of stevia. And you can where can you get this for me?
Sprouts.
At Sprouts. And then this is the Puka 3 ginger, warming swirl of organic ginger, galangal.
Oh, it's got turmeric in it too.
And turmeric.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Turmeric.
I just saw ginger on the box and I was like, yes, I want that.
Fair Wild certified ingredients, licorice. I do taste licorice.
Oh.
Yeah. Fair trade ingredients. What does fair trade mean?
I don't know. People aren't harmed or something. I don't know.
Or is it just mean that it came from another country and we're cool with it?
I think
not slaves.
It came from another country and like, I don't know.
Master Herbsmith Sebastian Pohl created this with his wizardry.
That's a real person.
It says it right there, dude.
Pohl?
Our master herbsmith, Sebastian Pohl, and the care of our team here in the UK. Sebastian Pohl, herbsmith. Yeah.
Let me see. I want to see it.
Maybe there's a thing you can scan.
I know.
Well, if you got anything out of this episode, I hope you realize women have their place. Dude.
I knew that was going to be something.
That's such a good line. But for those of you that are willing to accept your place, Jay Sly wrote a song just for you, and it helps you drink those white wines you have. Have a good day, everybody. Thank you, Lazybrain, for hanging out with us today.
You're welcome.
And, it's just another fucking Tuesday, man.
Yo, man, throw my auto-tuner. Oh, I got the top put back on the old school Chevy. Gold rope chain, that motherfucker's heavy. 30mm, man, it's a dookie rope. Pager going off cause I push dope. When I say dope, I'm talking this here. Ice in my wine, call it a chandelier. Ice in my wine, call it a chandelier. Ice in my wine, call it a chandelier. All up in the club, in the VIP. Talk Tiger Woods money, but I golf frisbee. Two tight chicks on both their knees. Talking about Sly, will you pee on me? No, girl, I won't, that's disgusting. But you could rub my balls with some golden bear honey. I make money, but I don't drink Chrissy. I usually drink beer or Irish whiskey. I like Makers and I like wild turkey. I like fat girls with their armpits dirty. I'm cool J Sly, got a mic in my locker. I fuck English chicks who look like Harry Potter. I don't use magic, but I got a magic wand. It's my penis, call it the magic slum. My word is bone, mic check 1, 2. Bone a Jewish chick while she speaks Hebrew. Put my meat in her pizza till it squirts tahini. I usually sunbathe in the sands of Tahiti. I'm a rock star like coke and women. Catch me in Vegas at the Pink Taco chillin' straight. The top put back on the old school Chevy. Gold rope chain, that motherfucker's heavy. 30 millimeter, man, it's a dookie rope. Pager going off cause I push dope. When I say dope, I'm talking this here. Ice in my wine, call it a chandelier. Ice in my wine, call it a chandelier. Ice in my wine, call it a chandelier. I got a Lamborghini with the suicide doors. I make a lot of money, you can smell it in my pores. I like s'mores at a nice campfire. I shit on rappers, so I got a dirty diaper. My raps are doper than a key of coca. My beats are sicker than cancer from a smoker. I chill in Frisco with taggers and rackers. Fuck a fat chick who look like a linebacker. Not a Green Bay Packer, I'm a greenback stacker. Thanks, Paul Wall, I just stole your rapper. I grip wood grain so my hands have splinters. I feel hood pain so at shelters I serve dinners. I volunteer daily at a homeless shelter. My favorite rap group is Helter Skelter. I like the Beastie Boys album, check your head. I humped your mom's butt, you can check her bed. I am chauvinistic, but I'm also linguistic. I came on her tummy and it looked like Bisquick. Sorry for my raps, I know they're dirty. I'm under two girlies like Mr. Furley. I got the top put back on the old school Chevy. Gold rope chain, that motherfucker's heavy. 30 millimeter, man, it's a dookie rope. Pager going off cause I push dope. When I say dope, I'm talking this here. Ice in my wine, call it a chandelier. Ice in my wine, call it a chandelier. Ice in my wine, call it a chandelier.